You asked for it.
Oh, it is on.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Fantastic spot here from our Danish player, and Dogbone is a sitting duck right now.
I think he's still, if he had backstab plus Vile Spine, I think he still might die.
We have many
because
secrets.
there'd still just be, no, he actually just stay alive. He had backstab Vile Spine. He could kill the Direwolf Alpha, kill another one of the minions. That would leave him facing down just the 5 damage next turn. But yeah, in this instance, he does not have either of those cards, and I don't think Doc will find a way out.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything. You know, the elemental can help search for minions, but doesn't have a mana for anything else. And no defensive guards. Dogbone nodding his head already, kind of recognizing that I think there's no way out of this game, and it looks like we're going to go to Game 5, Kibler.
Yep. Digging deep, but no way for our amateur player made it to the World Championship to finish this off now. It will go to a Game 5.
It all comes down to whether or not this Temple Rogue from Dogbone can defeat the Highlander Priest, and that is, in many people's opinion, the strongest deck in Hearthstone, as Hoist family and friends
Right away.
look on with glee. A big shout out also to the family for being able to come out. Multiple people actually showed up, or multiple players actually have their family show up for the event.
And especially making it out, you know, as you mentioned, this early today in the storm that we have going on outside too. It may be warm by the hearth inside here, but it is quite the storm outside, just the building.
It was raining a lot this morning, at least last time we checked. Definitely winter is in the area here in Europe. Dogbone again, you know, the Temple Rogue is supposed to be a really powerful deck. How can it actually beat the Highlander Priest? We were talking about the Cobalt Steel Beam potentially being one of those MVP
Right
cards.
away.
The version that Dogbone is playing does have a lot of good tools against control decks. He has the Scale Bane, which can be very difficult for the Priest to deal with. He also has a copy of the Lich King, which can give him more power, and that, you know, can give him the ability to fight back against the Priest. And of course, there is a lot of just a lot of variance depending on what the Priest actually draws. You know, it is a singleton deck, so does not find the right tools at the right time, it can be problematic.
All right, so Dogbone is on the coin this game, which gives him a lot more powerful uses of cards like the Vile Spine Slayer that he has in hand. But no Priest is exactly very minion oriented. They care about the state of the board and controlling it, and then being able to kill Rogue and just remove everything. There is the possibility of Priest just playing a defensive fatigue style. And this is an important card that Dogbone just drew. Prince Keleseth comes into the hand.
Yeah, Keleseth is the single most powerful card in the early game for the Rogue deck to draw. Really powers up everything else in your deck. Specifically, Keleseth into a pirate pulling a buffed Patches is exceptionally powerful.
I mean, it makes the 5 health minions out of range of Dragonfire Potion. Quarter Creeper and Bone Mare now will be out of the range if Hoy needs to.
And Hoy, he has kind of a hodgepodge of his powerful combo cards for later on. Obviously, having Prophet Velen plus Mind Blast is great when you're trying to finish your opponent off. It's much less effective when you're trying to keep yourself alive to get to that point.
Prince Keleseth, one of the most powerful cards, if not the most powerful card off the board. It's an absurd win rate when you're able to have it in your opening hand. It's not infallible. Would you remove this Keleseth here? I guess that's the question for Hoy. Would you bother with the Holy Smite to just remove this 2/2?
Your Holy Smite is going to be dropping in power, especially against the buffed minions from Keleseth. There's not that much it will kill. There was no Shadow Step immediately on the Keleseth, so you at least know that there isn't one in the hand. But still, just getting the 2/2 off the board is worthwhile in order to just prevent the incoming damage.
I want to cast
Live.
So the South Sea Captain was something that we were looking at. It brings out 2 3/3s. This Patches is now quite the force to be reckoned with.
Fear those who
But
wield
Hoy does have Shadow of Pain against Priest of Beast. What starts being really scary is if you play Priest of Beast, get a little greedy, and then you get wrecked by the Vile Spine Slayer coming out on the following turn.
I expect that we will see the Shadow of Pain as a captain here.
Do not
Stems the bleeding quite a bit, takes up 4 power effectively because it does reduce the patches down to 2/2. Also allows Hoy to play Priest of the Beast plus Power with Shield next turn to gain back some life and get a card deeper into
spells are fun. So fun.
And Elven Minstrel, a card that comes from Cobalt and Catacomb, very powerful just from its combo effect, but even more so when you have Keleseth because it gets those buffs immediately into your hand. One of the drawbacks of Keleseth is that you don't actually draw substantial minions, you could just fizzle out. But Elven Minstrel really makes sure that it's
really looking to find a possible though he doesn't have his dagger up, so that can't attack. Can allow him to pressure the 3-power minion.
It's true, and with things like Bone Mare and Vile Spine Slayer, there is a lot of value in holding on to the South Sea Captain for future combos.
Right.
So I'm not in a rush to play the South Sea Captain right off the bat.
Yeah, I think the deckhand will probably stay in Dakpun's hand, and it does. Potion of Badness.
Interesting. That's actually a pretty powerful card later on because Patches and South Sea deckhand end up killing each other there. And Hoy now has an opportunity to finally draw a card. One of the big things about Highlander Priest is early game, you want to be cycling through your deck, get those really powerful removals, get those really powerful combo winning cards like Raza and Shadow. 3 health for heal is also nothing to laugh at.
Finds a Pyromancer, which is another powerful card to really help him clear out smaller boards, though does drop significantly in power against an opponent who has Keleseth.
Vile Spine or not Vile Spine here? It's the appetizer. This is one of the more problematic cards because if you don't address it, it's going to undo all the damage that you can deal and artificially give Priest so much more sustain in this game.
Yeah, and Dakpun recognizes that Slayer comes down along with backstab for the combo. Takes out the Priest of the Beast. Now Hoy, Acolyte of Pain. This does set up the possibility of Acolyte Pyromancer Potion of Madness, which can clear off the Minstrel and Patches and draw Hoy a card. As you mentioned, one of the key things for the Priest deck, if you don't have those key tools like Raza and Anduin in your opening hand, so many of the cards in the deck do drop cards to accelerate you to find your as well as, of course, to keep getting triggers later on. Oh, he is going to play the Acolyte, okay. I saw the targeting arrow, and I'm like, before the Acolyte was in play, I was like, that's confusing. Yeah, we see the Acolyte picks up a card here, finds Silence.
He can cycle it to draw another card off his Acolyte, but chooses to hold on to instead. Now, Dakpun does have cheap quarter creepers, but the one that he kept is still a 5/5 versus the one that he drew is a 6/6. Pretty substantial difference in whether or not he wants to go 5 big AoEs, or whether or not his opponent, he's even afraid of massive AoEs like Psychic Scream.
Here, Dakpun does have the Vile Spine plus Dagger. He can actually kill both these minions on the other side of the board with Vile Spine Dagger and then just drop both creepers if he wanted to. That wouldn't actually leave him super vulnerable to a dragon because of that Keleseth buff in the second.
Right.
So he'd still have one minion that would be able to survive, and that would eventually leave a minion for the Bone Mare next turn.
countdown is ticking on those mana costs from Quarter Creeper. I feel like it's like a bomb, you know, with detonation. When it hits 0, you know that you're in trouble. I guess if you're Doc Bone, you know that things are cooking. Just wants to play
Just the one.
one Quarter Creeper.
Okay. Is he not killing the Gaslight?
I think what's in his mind is the Psychic.
Sure.
Not really necessarily considering the Dragonfire Potion really as much.
I mean, this does leave Hoy in a position where he can attack into the 6/6 and then Dragonfire Potion, clearing the board. Doc Pone would have the ability to play Creeper into Bone Mare if he wants, but that's really scary into your opponent's 8-mana turn.
Exactly. The Bone Mare sets up a really tough dynamic for the Rogue player in this matchup, because if you don't Bone Mare, you give Priest a lot of time to stall, but if you do, you play directly oftentimes into Shadow Reaper and destroy every single minion that has 5 attack or more, which Bone Mare can't avoid, unless
The time is now.
Finds Bloodmage Thalnos, which
Huh.
interestingly can pair with Dragonfire later turns to blow up slightly bigger things, but if anybody pull the trigger right now.
This is kind of what Doc Pone was hedging against. Whether or not he goes for this Bone Mare is going to depend on if he feels like he has enough time. Looks like he's just aiming for the Quarter Creeper. I don't blame him. I mean, at the same time, I think you usually have to go for the Bone Mare play, because if they don't, and a lot of times the way Hoy's playing indicates he doesn't have Shadow Reaper, you can just win right there.
I think that he has enough threat to play that doesn't die to Anduin. Threat and or deck to leave him with a board that isn't super vulnerable to an Anduin. And still, if an Anduin did come down, you still have to set things up on one of your other boards.
It's true. He is giving up a lot of his cheap cards, though, so if it gets cleared and he doesn't have a Bone Mare target, I guess he at least has the Lich King, so he's okay with that as well.
Well, seeing the Dragonfire Potion, there's only really a section that can clear this off. Or Arcanine Circle that can clear off this board right now.
True.
And I'm gonna go with the Leroy right now. Leroy's actually pretty powerful here, especially with the buff, because the smaller minions, well, won't actually be able to clear it off. Yeah.
Going for it. That's really cool. Shutting down both of those whelps to deny AoE.
And now Hoy really needs some help. He could really have to find Psychic Scream, Binding Heal. Velen plus Binding Heal can get him a bit of life here, but he's just got a smattering again of those combo cards. You know, there's for Hoy this entire game. Did find Dragonfire Potion to help clear things up, but is really struggling to deal with the second push after the first AoE.
Yeah, and the extra damage from Kel'Thuzad really stacking the pressure up against Hoy. Does he stay alive if he plays goes for a Tar Creeper play instead?
If he just plays Tar Creeper, he's loaded because
Finding heal as well.
yeah. So this puts him to 18. There's 10, 11, 15 that Doc Pone can push through with the Bone Mare after the Tar Creeper.
It's like 16. Yeah, 15. You can't really dagger as well, so puts Hoy to 3 life. But at the same time, you have to think, even if he survives, what's out there? Just purely Shadow Reaper and or Psychic Scream. Does that even keep that 3 life?
Chaos beckons.
Doc Pone talking to himself, mouthing all the possibilities, thinking about, okay, if he has Shadow Reaper Anduin, what's my out here? Am I gonna play around that possibility? Do I just go for a little bit lighter pressure on the board?
If he doesn't Bone Mare and doesn't play Lich King, then Velen plus Spirit Lash could be problematic.
Yeah.
It looks like Bone Mare is going to come.
Job done.
And by putting it on the Leroy here, he spreads out such that an Anduin will not end up clearing up most of his board. He'll still be left with 2 minions.
Choosing to kill Thanos or not, he does. Nice, Soul Priest's not going to do it. Loot Horror's not enough either.
Boy's going to look at this hand, but there is no way to deal with the board from Doc-Pone.
It doesn't look like it. He can draw with the Loot Hoarder. He could draw against the Loot Hoarder, but I think Circle of Healing is not going to.
Yeah, Circle's not going to be enough. He can play Soul Priest plus Loot Hoarder, ping it, find Circle, but that's not going to clear off the Loot. He can silence the Loot, but then he doesn't have a ping to kill the Bone Marrow. Still kill him.
Last few seconds here of this game could be upon us. Hoy's gonna dig and go for the Hail Mary. Hero powering his own Loot Hoarder. But I don't think there's a way. Spirit Lash is too late. Doc-Pone has upset our spring champion, and we'll move on to the winner's bracket match.
He was the underdog coming in, but as he said, still has to beat me, and didn't work out. Worked out for the Canadian amateur player.
Several players in the top 16 when we were talking to them talked about how Doc-Pone, you can't sleep on him, even if you don't think his skills are up to par. His deck list and his lineup is fantastic, as he will defeat Hoy and face the winner of Orange versus Tom. What a fiery way to start off. BCT Amsterdam here.
He is a player who was underestimated up to this point, and you know, he's still continuing that run from the Bahamas.
TJ is waiting with Doc-Pone for a couple words on his victory.
Thanks very much, guys. I'm joined by Doc-Pone. Many consider you an underdog, and you even said yourself that you feel like an underdog, but you just took out one of the favorites in your very first match. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. I didn't think that matchup was really favorable for me, that old lineup, so it felt pretty good winning this 3-2.
So it's been a while since you've been on a big stage, all the way back in winter at the Bahamas. Does it feel any different? Do you feel less pressure, more pressure since it's been so long?
To be honest, it kind of feels the same. Just a stage, right? So it's always pressure.
And I went a whole interview without asking about your age. Are you proud of me?
Oh, you almost did it, TJ. Almost. You almost not mentioned my age. That would have been pretty nice of you, but yeah.
All right, man. Well, congratulations and good luck in your matches later. Let's send it back over to the desk.
Congratulations to Doc-Pone. He's not even that old. Everyone like makes a meme out of it, but he's like Sotto's age. He's like 32. He's
like 6 years younger than me.
I know. At this point, we're not really sure what's going to happen, but that's kind of what makes it exciting. Great first match and kickoff here for the Hearthstone Championship Tour Worlds in 2017. Coming up next, we have Orange versus Tom 60229 as Doc-Pone grabs the first victory, 3-2 over Hoy.
Coming up next, Orange versus Tom 60229.
See you, man.
Time melts away.
Job's done.
By my frozen heart. By my frozen heart. By my frozen heart. Time melts away. The time is now.
This power is ecstasy.
Job's done.
Flames consume you.
Well played. Thank you. Well played. Thank you. Time melts away. The time is now. By my frozen heart. By my frozen heart. I'm almost out of cards. By my frozen heart. By my frozen heart. frozen hearts. I'm out of cards. By my frozen heart. Played.
As you wish.
Job's done.
I'm almost out of cards.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
By my frozen heart. Well played. Well played. Well played. I'm out of cards. By my frozen heart. By my frozen heart. I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards. By my frozen heart. The time is now.
Job's done. A fatal mistake. By my frozen heart. Well played. Well played. Well played.
fatal mistake.
Job done.